The best power armor mods of 2016. So this is a new series, I guess you could call it a series, I guess a mini series I did want to start. Basically, I just wanted to cover all of the major categories for mods for Fallout 4 and kind of document them in these videos for 2016. I do also plan to do the same for Skyrim. So in this video, we are going to be taking on the power armor mods, and I'm going to be looking at, out of all the power armor mods we did get released this year, what were the 5 best ones that were released. Unlike a lot of the videos I do post on my channel, this one is going to be in order. So the last mod I do show you is, in my eyes, the best mod of the year as far as power armor mods go. Again, this is entirely my own opinion. I encourage you guys to let me know in the comments down below if you felt like I missed something or left something out. And again, let me know if you really do want to see more of the series. Obviously, some other things I would do is just normal armor mods, weapon mods, even some different settlement mods. I really just kind of wanted to make it as a almost big list of all the mods that were really good out of 2016. So then when we're looking back late into 2017, you could be like, oh yeah, that was one of the best mods to come out last year. With all that being said, if you guys do enjoy the series, I really encourage you to consider subscribing. If you do want to support the video due to YouTube's new algorithm, the best way you could do that is by leaving a like and or a comment. But with all that being said, let's just jump right into it. So at number 1 on this list, this is kind of the worst of the best in my eyes at least, and that's going to be the T49 Power Armor, or the Armor of the Storyteller. So this is a custom made mod by Dogtooth and Noctium made for the Shoddycast series. I've watched the Shoddycast a little bit, so I don't really have that whole nostalgia factor going on for this armor. This is definitely one of those power armors that everyone else really seemed to like a lot more than I did. It was never my favorite, although it is definitely a very good armor in its own right. Pretty much every armor on this list has no problems as far as models or textures go. One thing that was actually really cool about this power armor that made it stand out in my eyes was some of the custom modifications you can make that actually changed gameplay. This is actually one of the only power armors on this list to do that, and I feel like it's really one of the highlights of it, and I wish other power armors did take inspiration from it. So there's a desert recon setup which allows you to kind of have solar power, so when you're out in the sun, you're actually not going to be using any fusion cores, which obviously is immensely useful, especially on something like a survival playthrough. Then you also do have the White Death variant, which is kind of meant to be more of a sniper variant, and when you're doing that, you're not actually going to have to hold your breath to steady your aim. Something that's also very useful and extremely cool to have. These two things coupled with the actual look and feel of the power armor, and especially a lot of the modifications, I especially like that little shroud that goes on the power armor with the White Death version. All that combined made this to be one of the best standout power armors of the year. A lot of you guys probably put this at your number 1. My main reason for not loving it as much as everyone else is the actual look of the power armor. It looks extremely similar to vanilla power armors, to the point where it almost feels like it's not even a mod at all, but something in the vanilla game. This is both good and bad. Good in a sense that obviously there's a lot of hard work here, and it's so good that you could barely tell it is a mod. But at the same time, I kind of like downloading mods and power armors and having something a bit different than the T60, T45, etc. Regardless, still a very high quality power armor and something I always have in my load order. So next up, we do have the Knight Power Armor. In contrast to the T49 Power Armor, I think this is one that I like a lot more than the consensus. The Knight Power Armor in my eyes is very cool because of how unique it is, yet at the same time it is very fitting. The look and feel of that actual plate and kind of ceramic body on the power armor did feel very natural, and the actual knight armor and like setup of it didn't really look out of place or weird at all. The execution of this armor is very cool, although on release it had that kind of crazy hat that a lot of people didn't like, but in further updates we got a shield and a bunch of other very cool helmets that I think really enhance this power armor and really is what brought it onto this list. That really is the bulk of why I like this power armor. I just think it's different enough while still being practical that it really made it stand out as a cool mod. It definitely feels like you are modding your game when you have this installed, but at the same time, I just thought it was pretty cool. I kind of wish it got more updates adding in some more textures and stuff like that, because I don't love the look of the armor's textures. I don't necessarily dislike them either, but I think there's just better variants that could be available. It also included its own custom weapons, and again, that shield, which was really cool to see. I definitely like those additions, and I feel like it really added it as a really complete power armor mod, even though it may have been lacking some other features that people did want. So next up we have the TS51 Power Armor. So this was also in my best mods of 2016, but naturally a mod that's on that list is going to be on the list with just the best power armors. So this is a really cool power armor, and I did quite enjoy my time with it. The main thing that really made it stand out for me was just the detail in the armor itself. Between all the different attachments and different modifications you can make to it, to the scratches and blood textures, it seems like there was a lot of time and effort to making this power armor look cool and almost look like it's been used and worn, and I loved the look and feel of it. Even beyond that, this too felt felt like a very cool and unique power armor. It also included a few unique weapons as well as a unique way to get the armor in the kind of Bethesda Comics setup, which was very cool. And then you had a few comic books that you had to find in order to unlock some of the other paint jobs for the power armor. And even though all those different features are extremely cool and why a lot of people like the power armor, even beyond that, a huge portion of people just really like Skyrim, and having a Skyrim themed power armor in Fallout 4 was instantly a huge success for that reason. All around, I found this power armor to be extremely enjoyable to use. Again, all the different paint jobs, the details on the power armor made it stand out to me as probably one of the most intricate and detailed power armors on this list, and that's really why, in my eyes, it is one of the better power armors to come out of the past year. So next up we have Fallout 4 War Tags. So I bet a lot of you guys are kind of surprised to see this on the list. Obviously there's something different about this mod. It's not a custom power armor, but in reality it's actually a set of paint jobs for existing power armors. Well, as you may have guessed, since it's so late in the video and the penultimate option on this list, this is one of my favorite mods for Fallout 4 in general. Unfortunately, it never made its way over to Xbox One just yet, but I think this mod and the paint jobs it does add in are absolutely amazing. They are extremely high quality, and I feel like they really do make the power armor have just a totally new character and dynamic, but at the same time you also still are just using the vanilla power armors. You don't have any of the luggage of installing a mod. Not that it's particularly difficult, but sometimes the implementation of different mods is a little bit less practical, while this one you just have to go out and get a power armor like you would normally. Honestly, my main reason for liking this is I just really think the look and feel of when you have these paint jobs on a power armor is awesome. In the B-roll, I'm actually not covering one of the newest updates of the mod. I do plan on making a full video on that. It added in even more paint jobs, but again, this is just one of the highest quality paint job mods released so far, and of course even beyond that, I think the mod author behind this, Jaros, is just doing an amazing job with these. I think the character and just kind of look and feel in a lot of these paint jobs are really cool. They have so many different details and little just knickknacks on them, and when you have all the different parts applied and you're walking around in your power armor, it does feel totally unique and unlike any other mod available right now. So last but certainly not least, we have the Submersible power armor. So this really has time and time again been my favorite power armor for Fallout 4. I've made quite a few of these top lists at this point, and this has always been on them following its release. I really love this mod, and I really love what a lot of the updates for this mod did. I feel like it really showed how a mod could grow over time. It started out as a pretty cool power armor with a pretty cool way of getting it, but then some of the updates added in awesome features like that drill weapon, some of the crazy helmet designs you do get with the power armor now, which honestly is one of the things that I think really makes this power armor. Even though the rest of the power armor remains relatively the same, some of the helmets just totally change the feel of the power armor, and even though it's a relatively minor change, it really does have a substantial effect. And of course, this is all ignoring the nostalgia effect that many Bioshock fans will have with this power armor. All around, again, this is one of my favorite power armor mods for Fallout 4. In my eyes, the best mods to come out of 2016. And now that we're getting work in progress pictures for a remaster or redux version of this armor, I'm extremely excited to see what that's going to lead. All around, a big shout out to all these mod authors for providing their mods to us for free and for just kind of to download and have fun with. If you guys did watch to this point in the video, let me know by commenting bows down below. Let me know in the comments too, which of these was your favorite power armor, or maybe is your favorite something I didn't put in this video? Let me know again. As always, thank you guys for watching. I do hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you all next time. Later.